Okay, hey guys, this is the good show. What's going on? Back when I'm gonna talk for her. That's my mom. Yeah, I'm like, she's saying, sometimes she says inappropriate words for this channel. It's a kids channel. I don't want her to ruin this. No. I want this to be all ages. So what? Stop. No. We are not. Okay, no, 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 no. Oh, I just checking. Okay, today we're gonna be seeing I Fix the Cartoon Logic that makes no sense again. Again. Okay. So no. You can't talk it. Okay, we gotta.
I am on a mission no one asked for to fix all the nonsense in cartoons. By the way, this will be part 2. I start with this classic Spider-Man comic scene.
What? There's a little Glock. I'm not gonna say it. I said Glock. GLO.
I mean, how in the Spider-Man universe is he considered tied up when the bandage is only wrapped around his waist?
Exactly. They must be Dynasty. You'll get that reference from EOI Stream.
And his arms are still completely free. By the way, you might ask how I knew he's Spider-Man. Well, this dude has a letter S engraved on his knee. Anyway, to fix this nonsense, I'll make sure to tie him tighter. I'll take this bandage and scale it up to the edge of his arms.
Wait,
I'll delete the extra part
you're
from
using
both
anime
sides. And to make sure he
editing
won't set
soft
himself free easily, I'll
editing
duplicate the
software?
bandage a few more times. I'll also block the organic whip shooter on his wrist
It's not like
so
I'm
he can't
not
use it
using
to free
editing
himself
software for
somehow.
this
Now
video.
this scene makes total sense. Yes. Next, we have the mayor from the Fairly Odd Parents, the show where the mean kid has imaginary parents that can grant any wish in the world, but he always wishes for some kind of chocolate shake or something. Anyway, we have a
Weird.
major problem here to solve. I mean, just how does the skeletal infrastructure
Great point. It does not make any sense. I guess there's no goes there, no goes there. But yeah, it truly does not make sense. I am dumb. The
of this dude actually work. Like, he has his hair on his invisible thick neck, and also, what with this giant dent on his face? Is it his chin? Or maybe he has some chronic condition? But more importantly, the obvious thing to fix in this chaos is his mouth and mustache. They're definitely not in the correct place. So let's move his mouth along with the mustache a little bit under his nose. Just like that. So much better. Next, we have a crab listening to music through his eyes.
What?
To be honest, this could be considered one of the least nonsensical scenes in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hey, if we're underwater, how can there be a...
But last time I checked,
Patrick just broke cartoon logic. Indeed.
crabs doesn't even have hairs, let alone hair through their eyes. They actually use more hairs on their legs to pick up vibration through their bodies. So let's take this useless headset from Mr. Krabs and modify it to fit his anatomical structure. I'll move this piece from his eye and put it on his body. I'll duplicate it to the other side so he can feel the music vibration better and connect the pieces with a wire from the Walkman in his pocket. Since doesn't work that well here. I'll also connect both air caps using a cable that goes under his nose to fix the headset in place. Also, Mr. Krabs is the richest person in the SpongeBob show, so let's make him only wear flagship tech pieces. Here you go. The scene is totally normal now, right? Next, we have a Stone Age man riding a square-wheeled bicycle. Or should I say a bi-square? The problem here, where there are lots of problems, but you see, he managed to make a circular crankset, but didn't do the same for the wheels. Also, there's no chain to connect the crankset to the rear wheel, so what's the purpose of the paddles then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn up the tank for pipes that bang. Miracle Whip.
My head.
Tank it up.
Hi everyone, Jeremy Allen White here. Tickets are officially on sale for our new film, Springsteen.
Also, there's no chain to connect the crankset to the rear wheel, so what's the purpose of the paddles then? I think this is what people call half poggers. So my plan to fix this pie square is to make every part of it squarish. I start with the crankcase, I redraw it,
Why?
and then
is
do the
every-
same with the paddles.
Why was
Perfect.
everything
I give
square?
our new ridiculous invention a chain, but I don't know how this could even work. Maybe the chain will loosen up or break. Anyway, it's still better than the nonsense from before. By the way, this scene is from Woody Woodpecker, yep, and I think the author gave a better solution to his useless bike. I guess this is why we didn't invent bicycles until the
Woody Woodpecker.
1800s. Next, we have Peppa Pig, where the most of these cartoons characters have 4
Demon
eyes.
thing. Demon
Didn't get it?
thing.
No.
Let's take Peppa Pig, the main character. For example, this is her looking to the left or maybe to the right. Anyway, she has 2 normal eyes. And this is her looking to the other side. Yet she still has 2 eyes, which means this should be her looking forward
that's
with
a
4
true demon
eyes.
thing.
This might be the most cursed cartoon character ever. So to fix her up, I need to leave only 1 eye on her face when she's looking sideways. I'll also delete this weird overprint issue here to make her ear actually look like it's behind her head. I'll move her mouth to the side a little bit for better perspective and stuff. And for a final touch, I drag the iris to the center of her eye to make her look less creepy. And we are done. Now she looks more natural, not like some alien pig from before.
Demon thing.
Let me tell you about Bruce Springsteen. Witness a true story.
Okay, we're back to when we were. I'm just repeating it just so you could hear me. I'm sorry for the interrupting. But
I'll move her mouth to the side a little bit for better perspective and stuff. And for a final touch, I drag the iris to the center of her eye to make her look less creepy. And we are done. Now she looks more natural, not like some alien pig from before. Now, we've arrived at the most disturbing scene a mainstream kids cartoon could ever have. When I first saw this, I thought it was a joke and not a real scene from Arthur. I mean,
Stop.
there's no need for more any
Censor
explanation,
that.
right? But what I don't
Indeed.
know is that
Get
this is
the
not how a healthy
hell.
relationship between a bear and a chicken should be. So let's fix this nonsense. After a long thinking session
Stop.
between me
Don't
and
do
myself,
that.
this mix, have
Stop.
decided this bear
Stop.
got hungry, which is why he behaved
Stop.
like that. So
Stop
I'll
showing
cut
it.
this chicken head real quick, and I think you understand what I'm trying to do. Now, this somehow reminds me of the grizzly bear from Tamwi's Setai, mashed up with the Among Us body. So I'll implant that into our scene, but I'll keep this cute and bloodless
That's really
because
funny.
it is a family-friendly show in the end.
And I also
I
know
think I did a
Abby
good job on
Friedland's
this
one.
one, so bear with me
Also
before I chicken out.
Don't.
Next,
Don't.
we have 3 almost normal pigs having some fun with their father's memorial frame hanging on the wall. This could be seen as some kind of dark humor, but I think there's nothing wrong here, so let's move on. Or is there? I mean, if you look closely, how in the flying stars is this pig still alive? His head is turned 180 degrees. Unless we are counting ours, no mammal can survive after rotating their head like that. So maybe they need to hand another memorial for him too. Let's fix that. I'll cut his head real quick, flip it around, and reattach the head and shoulders like this. This might be the fastest successful head transplant surgery you will ever witness.
His
Next, we have the
eyes
worst disguise in
looking
human history.
over there.
This is Superman. and this is Clark Kent. To fix this ridiculous
literally
dilemma
the
the Earth
same
created
thing.
for no reason,
only
I
have
think I'll give
glasses.
Superman a face mask
Come
just like the other
on.
superheroes. At first,
Superman
I thought
wasn't even
using
trying,
this
and they're
Thanos mask
still
from
that
Walmart
dumb.
for some reason, cause anything is better than those thin glasses of his own. Anyway, the Thanos mask was a bad idea, so I'll make a custom one for our Superman. And I think I'll take this S logo he's so proud of from his chest, scale it down, and I'll place it on his face. Then I'll draw the rest of his new mask. I'll give it some shadows and outlines to match the original drawing style. And what do you think? At least I think it looks good. Next, we've got another classic, the godfather of old school cartoon, Popeye. One of my favorite vegan characters ever. And if you can't see what's wrong with this scene here, let me explain. You see, this is supposed to be Popeye's mouth, right? So where's in the living world is his pipe going through? Just where? Maybe if you look at the other side, it's something like this. I don't know. So to fix this for good, let's move his pipe here, flip it horizontally, and place it somewhere here. I'll extend the pipe until it actually reaches inside his mouth. I mean, it now somehow more believable, right? Finally, we have Doraemon. I've never watched an episode of this before, but I can definitely say this makes no sense. How can he bend his leg like that when they are 1 inch tall? How? Maybe he had a hidden mechanism that allows him to sit like that. Something like how owls have those weird hidden legs. Anyway, I think I recommend Doraemon for a limb lengthening surgery.
Talk about
And I'll be the surgeon. I'll cut his legs like this, place his top body here, and then
BFDI talk about fiery BFDI is back pose. Like his leg is super long. I guess it's just natural. What are you doing?
reconnect his lower part.
Cartoon
Now that he's grown a few inches taller, I think he can freely sit
Super
however
mushroom.
he wants. And no other cycle will
Okay.
ever need to fix him again.
Bye, guys.
Another morning to savor the crunchy nooks.
Which is a nook and which is a cranny.
Bye, Lai. Hi,
Nook,
pie.
cranny, 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 nook, cranny.